Just in, Trump officially replaces Comey with. President Trump fired James Comey, head of the FBI, yesterday afternoon. You can argue all you want about what the motives for this move were, but it is pretty silly to pretend that this is part of some kind of cover-up. However, there are some concerns being raised about the guy who will be replacing Comey. The announced replacement has Clinton fingerprints all over him. Andrew McCabe will replace Comey, at least for now, until Trump finds a more permanent replacement. McCabe has strong ties to Clinton ally Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe. McCabe was previously the deputy FBI director, and following President Trump's dismissal of James Comey, he will be in charge of the nation's preeminent law enforcement agency. The White House said Tuesday that the search for a new FBI director will begin immediately. Until the administration finds this director, a man strongly connected to the Democratic Party will be in charge. The Democratic Virginia Governor's PAC donated $467,500 to McCabe's wife Jill McCabe's 2015 state Senate campaign. The Virginia Democratic Party also spent a little over $200,000 on the campaign. As you probably know, Terry McAuliffe is a really bad guy who constantly blurs legal lines and gave thousands of felons voting rights before the 2016 election. He's also really close with the Clintons, which raises questions about how impartial he would be looking into the emails. Luckily, this is just a temporary situation. It still isn't exactly reassuring. Obama makes shocking announcement about Michelle. She's not going to like this. Michelle Obama is always trying to make it look like her marriage is stronger than ever. That's why she can't be happy about what her husband just did. Daily Mail reported that Barack Obama gave an interview on Tuesday in which he whined that he and Michelle have been fighting over closet space in their new home despite the fact that they are living in a 9-bedroom mansion. Though the Obamas are living in a 8,200 square foot mansion in one of America's wealthiest zip codes, they are clearly struggling as they see it as a major downgrade from their former lifestyle. It is true that I'm not living in the White House anymore. I actually am enjoying being in my own house, Obama said during an interview in Milan, Italy. I have been fighting Michelle to get more closet space. I have been trying to figure out how the coffee maker works. But most of my time has been spent, I'm writing my third book, and we're spending a lot of time on building our next phase of work, which will involve what we're calling the Obama Presidential Center, he added. Once again, the Obamas have shown just how out of touch they are with real Americans. Share this story if the Obamas make you sick. Breaking, Michelle Obama scandal explodes, she in major trouble. Michelle Obama has found herself embroiled in a major scandal after a mural went up of her in Chicago that many have found to be offensive. BizPac Review reported that artist Chris Devins is being accused of plagiarism after painting a mural of the former First Lady on a building in the south side of Chicago. Though some are offended that Michelle was portrayed as an Egyptian queen in the mural, others have accused Devins of plagiarizing the work of another artist. The mural is almost identical to a painting done last year by Gilila Mesfin, an Ethiopian art student in Rhode Island. Mesfin fired back on her Instagram page. How can you just steal someone's artwork? Someone's hard work and claim it like it's yours? She wrote. How can you go on record and say you designed this? This is so disheartening and so disrespectful on so many levels. Mesfin added. It's one thing to share or even profit from someone's work, but to claim it as yours is just wrong. She later added that she had been in contact with Devins and hopes to resolve the issue in an amicable and professional manner. I only ask that everyone keep this positive towards him. I preach love, not anger or hate of any kind, she said. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Liberals heartbroken after Bernie Sanders' biggest lie is exposed, he's a fraud. Bernie wants people to believe that he's a generous and harmless politician that just wants to change society for good. What a great lie. His idea of socialism would have just destroyed America for good. Young liberals, having just come through years of socialist indoctrination in their schools, and lacking life experience and the historical perspective that comes with it, flocked to Sanders' socialist utopia. History chronicles the death and starvation that has accompanied socialism wherever it has been implemented. The great economist Milton Friedman explained to talk show host Phil Donahue why this is so. This short video might very well be the most important 2:30 you can ever show your children. Evidence continues to surface that proves Bernie Sanders is just another corrupt politician who uses the people's money to benefit himself, his family, and his friends. Sanders and his wife, Jane O'Meara Sanders, used Burlington College as their personal piggy bank until they bankrupted it. Mrs. Sanders is the former president of the college. She is currently under FBI investigation for bank fraud for taking out a $6.5 million loan to allegedly finance a $10 million expansion project. There's only one problem: as a condition of the loan, the bank required proof of $3.5 million in capital on the part of the college. Jane Sanders signed loan documents swearing under penalty of perjury that the money was in place. It wasn't. Without that cash reserve, the school was forced to close under the burden of the debt. The bank and other private lenders lost millions of dollars. The school is gone and so is the money. Where is that money? Think this was simply a one-off misstep? Consider that Jane Sanders created six-figure jobs for her daughter and the son of a family friend. Bernie Sanders has also played fast and loose with other people's money. He habitually used campaign contributions for the enrichment of those he holds closest. The Washington Free Beacon reported back in early January of 2016 that Bernie Sanders and his wife have on numerous occasions steered money from organizations under their control to friends and family members, public records show. The payments benefited the wife of the Democratic presidential candidate, his stepdaughter, and the son of a former colleague in city government whom Sanders has described as a close friend. Sanders' house campaigns paid his wife more than $90,000 for consulting and ad placement services from 2002 to 2004. Her daughter Karina Driscoll, Sanders' stepdaughter, also drew a salary from the campaign. She was paid more than $65,000 between 2000 and 2004. Watch, reporters are freaking out about what Kellyanne just said about Comey on live TV. Kellyanne Conway said Donald Trump's decision to fire James Comey Tuesday had nothing to do with the FBI's investigation into Russian interference in the presidential election. Conway, who acknowledged the firing of the FBI director should not be done lightly, said the president had lost confidence in the FBI director. "It's not a cover-up," Conway said during an interview with Anderson Cooper on CNN Tuesday night. "The president makes it very clear in his letter." Comey assured him he's not under investigation. Cooper asked Conway why the Trump administration is now concerned about the investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails. "I think you're looking at wrong set of facts here," she said. "You're going back to campaign. This man is President of the United States. He acted decisively today. You want this to be about Russia when this is about restoring public confidence in the FBI. Well, you want this to be about restoring public confidence in the FBI." Cooper cut in. "Today's actions had zero to do with that," Conway said. "What happened to all the Democrats that had no confidence in Comey when it was politically expedient for them? As President of the United States, he needs confidence in his FBI director." Cooper asked why Sessions was involved in the firing since he recused himself from all investigations into Russian interference in the election. "The FBI director reports to Deputy Attorney General, the Deputy Attorney General reports to the Attorney General, and the Attorney General reports to the President of the United States. This has nothing to do with Russia. It has everything to do with whether the current FBI director has the President's confidence and can faithfully and capably execute his duties." Exposed. We now know the real reason why President Trump fired James Comey. We have heard about a lot of controversy swirling around former FBI Director James Comey. It all finally came to a head today. Suffice to say, Comey is officially out of friends. Good riddance. In a startling twist, President Trump officially announced that he fired Comey, via USA Today. Trump made his decision based on evidence that Comey lied to Congress regarding how McCabe handled classified emails. The best part is the FBI sold him out to the president with a letter. Comey swore in his testimony that Hillary Clinton aide, forwarded hundreds and thousands of emails to her husband, New York Representative Anthony Weiner. He went on to say that the emails contained private information and the purpose allegedly was so that Weiner could print them out. It turns out that this information was completely false, according to this official letter sent from the FBI. The email detailed the fact that only a small number of the roughly 49,000 emails were forwarded from Aiden. The rest were backups from her personal computers and phones. The FBI's letter went on to say that they discovered that only 2 of the 12 forwarded emails contained classified information. This, of course, doesn't absolve Aiden at all. She's still responsible for that classified information getting onto her personal computer. The big question remains,